Is everyone almost here? We're at the same cafe as always. What? Oh my god. Hello? Dad? Can you cancel the flight, please?
Trouble Busters!
I'm sure they'll be here soon. My name is Helen. I'm going on a trip to Guam with my friends today, but they're not here yet. I wonder what's going on. What is it? Is everyone almost here? What do you mean by that? Where are you guys? We're at the same cafe as always. Oh, I see. Yep, we're looking forward to the Guam trip and we're looking forward to meeting your husband too. We woke up early because we were too excited and we're at the cafe. Oh, I see. So are Kathy and Erica also there? Yep. That's great. I'll be right there then. Okay, we'll be here. If you don't get here in 10 minutes, we're leaving without you. Oh, please wait for me. I'll be there as soon as I can. Oh, so they're at the cafe. What? Oh my god. Hello? Selena? Huh? Did you read what we wrote there? What's going on? You're my friend, but this is terrible. Thanks for reserving the flight for us. You're no longer needed by us. Needed? What do you mean? You were only worthy for us as someone who is a family member who works for the flight industry. That's all. And nothing else. We took advantage of you because you were worth taking advantage of. Our husbands are happy too. Thanks for paying for the private jet too. Were you lying that you wanted to meet my husband too? What did you think? I knew you'd be so petty and wouldn't take us on this trip if we weren't being nice to you. I know! You were working so hard on this trip after we said that. Are you saying that you were only taking advantage of me? 1, 2. That's right. We're leaving. Bye now. But I was looking forward to this trip too. That's too bad. I guess you're paying for the flights, but it's under Selena's name, right? That might be right, but since Selena says we're going, we're going. Our flight's leaving in 10 minutes. Bye! We're leaving without you. But this trip is for housewives who also have a job, just to treat ourselves. Oh, was that so? We don't want someone like you joining us. You don't even work, living such an easy life. But I'm also a housewife. You don't work hard. Don't ever think we're the same. Hello? Selena? Hello? Selena is misunderstanding two critical things. The number you have dialed is currently unavailable now. Oh my god. What? Am I the only person in this group chat now? I always thought that they were my friends, and I've been looking forward to this trip too. This is terrible. Hello? Dad? Can you cancel the flight, please? I told my father about why I had to cancel the flight. While he was furious, he helped me cancel it. More like he had no choice but to cancel the flight because they would have needed me for the flight. My name is Selena, and I have a private jet to go to Guam. Thank you for that information. However, it seems like Miss Helen is called to cancel the flight. How would you like to proceed? Is she trying to cancel the flight just to ruin our trip? I'm not sure about the details, but she said to have a person called Selena take care of the flight if you would still like to go on a private jet. I wonder if she planned on making the payment at the airport on the day of. What? Does that mean we're supposed to pay on the day of? I'm sure the private jet would cost a lot. How could she do this? How would you like to proceed? Look, we're ready to go to Guam. We can't cancel the trip. I'll pay for the flight, so please get it ready. Understood. I mean, it's just Guam, and Helen was planning on paying for this flight. I'm sure I could afford it, since I have a job when she doesn't. Let me calculate your total. Hello? Hey, Helen, what is going on? What exactly is your question? You're kidding me. They're telling us to pay $120,000 for the private jet. Of course they would. I never paid for the flight. I mean, why is it $120,000? That's insane. That's the regular price. You're kidding me, right? Stop lying. If you think I'm lying, why don't you take a look at what other airlines would charge you to charter a private jet? It's going to cost around that much. Kathy, I need you to look at how much other airlines would charge us for a private jet to Guam. Okay. There's no way we're going to pay this much. All the other flights are fully booked, and we're getting forced to cancel our Guam trip. You'll be on the private jet if you pay for it. We can't possibly pay $120,000. Selena, I checked the other air companies too, but it's going to cost us somewhere between $110,000 to $150,000. What? It can't be that expensive. What did you think? You're trying to book a private jet. How were you even planning on paying for the flight? I was going to make it free by showing up. What? Free? I went ahead and explained to her about how I supported my father when he wanted to become a pilot and how he gifted me a free private jet pass in exchange for supporting him. Because you left me out, you're going to have to pay for the private jet. Does that mean that if only Helen was with us, we would have had our flights for free? That's right. You should have told us that earlier. I would have wanted you to tell me sooner that you weren't planning on taking me with you. Look what I caused my father. Now that we know how much we're going to end up paying, we have no choice but to cancel our trip. This is all because of you.
What? Canceled? You never told us this would happen. We're here because we thought we could enjoy a free trip.
I think it's better if you go on that trip. I wish I could, but I can't. There's no way I could afford to pay $120,000. You're going to have to pay 100% of the cost if you cancel your flight on the day of. Oh. The flight is under your name, Selena, so this means that you have no choice but to pay that amount. But that was because I thought you were paying. Yes, I promised you, Selena, because I thought you were my friend. But somehow you misunderstood and thought that the flight was already paid for and left me out of this trip. Oh, well, that was because you are not my friend. You're a stranger to me. And I don't want you taking advantage of my free flight ticket that my father gifted me when you're a stranger. I just never thought that I'd end up paying on the day of. That's not the point. I'm not going to forgive you for what you've done to me. I was just kidding. Oh, come on, don't be like that. You all even left the group chat. I'm on the way to the airport, but... Oh? Don't get me wrong. I'm just on the way to apologize to my father for causing him so much trouble. Oh, come on. Why don't we just enjoy this trip together? I don't plan on going on any trips with a stranger. Please don't be like that.
Sounds like a lot of things are going on, huh?
I'm sorry if I was being a little too loud.
This is a taxi, not a bus or a train. You can talk as loud as you want.
Thank you so much.
By the way, about that free flight ticket that you're not using anymore, can I have it by chance?
Nope.
Oh.
There she is, our savior. We've been waiting for you. I don't mean to make you all sad, but I'm not here to help you guys. Oh, please don't say that. Yeah, that was just a joke. We just wanted to sound like we were being serious. A joke, huh? There were supposed to be 6 of us, including myself, and I see that there are already 6 of you here. This only tells me that you never planned on having me join your trip to begin with. Oh, that's not true. Look. This guy is someone from Erica's relatives. He's just giving her a ride.
What?
So he's not part of the head count. Hold on a minute. Why are you leaving Steven out? If you don't agree, why don't you take yourself out of the head count? But Selena, you were the one who planned on leaving Helen out, so why don't we leave either you or Kevin out? But the flight is under my name. You can't leave me out. But I'm the one who booked the tourist on site. And I booked the hotel. So what? This whole trip was my idea. You guys wouldn't even have this trip if it weren't for me. So what if you happened to be the first person who said it? And you didn't even have the power to plan everything on your own. You just came up with the idea.
Whatever. Can we just hurry up? That's right. Weren't the 6 of us supposed to go on this trip together?
Shut up. You guys aren't even paying a single penny. That's right. You're making us pay for everything.
But that's the only reason why we decided to join you guys. We'll just leave if you don't want us here.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but either way, I'm not going on a trip with you, so just make sure you pay the $120 cancellation fee. Oh, please don't say that. We need you to come with us, Helen. You need me to make sure the flight departs. That's just a misunderstanding. Can we just start getting along now? That's right. Why don't we pay for everything other than the flight for you? No, thank you. If I'm going to Guam, I'd rather go with anyone but you guys. Either way, I still need Miss Selena to pay the $120,000 fee. If you're not taking Steven with us, I'm not going to pay any of that $120,000 fee. It's still going to be $40,000 even if you divide it by 3. I'm sure there's a limit to how much each of you could pay, even if you all have a job.
Forget it. I'm leaving.
What?
Me Wait-o! I'm leaving too!
Hold on, guys. You can't leave. We're all going on the trip.
But if we can't go on that trip, there's no point in just standing around here.
We'll make sure we convince Helen.
You can't. Just look at her. She's not gonna change her mind. She already shut herself down. There's no point talking to her. And there's no point for us to be waiting around. So we're leaving.
Oh, Kevin, please don't go.
If you make any miracle happen, just give us a call and we'll come back.
Hey, I already paid for your hotel and the tour, too.
That's your problem. I don't care.
Oh, Kevin. Helen, this is your fault. You did this to yourself. How could you ever blame this on me? Now that your boyfriends are gone, it's time for us to all go home now. Could you please call your husband now? What? Are you wondering why I knew? I can tell just by looking at you guys. Those boys looked way too young to be your husbands. What are you standing around for? You have a problem to solve. If you're not willing to pay the $120,000 cancellation fee, you will be charged for fraudulent obstruction of business, and therefore I recommend you make a quick decision. Huh? Fraudulent obstruction of what? Of course, you're trying to cancel this flight within 24 hours. I feel like that would be the case if only this was canceled with a no-show. Would I get arrested for that? Who knows? I can't guarantee that you won't. We can't let that happen. I can't possibly live a normal life if I ever get arrested. We need to convince our husbands to help us out. I guess that's our only choice. Oh well, whatever. I'm so sorry, honey. I'm sorry. We had 2 of our friends cancel this trip on us and we can't go on this trip anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that, but this is $120,000 we're talking about.
We just got a little too excited for this trip.
That's way too excited. Even if the 6 of you were paying for it evenly, each of you planned on paying $20,000? That's crazy.
It would have been 5 of them.
Huh?
I never planned on paying.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, why do you ask?
It was supposed to be a trip with the 6 of you, right? Weren't you one of the 6 friends? You should pay your portion of it.
Guam trip with 6 friends, huh?
Isn't that right?
Why don't you ask your wife about that?
Selena, what's going on?
Helen was waived.
Waived? What do you mean? Waived from what? Waived from the flight expenses, I supposed. Oh, I see. But why is that? What do you mean by that? That's right, her husband should be paying for her at the very least.
Selena, can I tell them the truth now?
What's the truth?
Stop, Helen, don't do that. There's been a lot going on with Helen's family, and she can't afford to go on this trip.
So are you saying that she can't afford to go on this trip, so she's going for free?
That's right, we were willing to pay for her portion.
Isn't that a little too much?
If I'm obligated to pay for anything, I don't mind paying $20,000. Just shut up.
Why are you talking like that?
Tell them, Selena, am I obligated to pay $20,000? No.
That's not possible. Are you saying that there's a reason why you guys would have to pay for her?
No, that's not the case. Look, can you guys please just pay $40,000 each? And that will solve the problem.
I don't think it'll solve anything. Helen should pay for her portion, and you guys should also make the other 2 friends pay for the cancellation, too. That's right, we can't just pay $40,000 like this. Selena, call your 2 friends right now.
I'm not so sure about that.
Why not?
I met those friends just briefly at a party, so I don't really know them too well.
Are you saying that you were planning on going on a trip with some friends that you don't really know about?
I'm sorry.
If we don't know too much about those people, it's going to take us time to track them down. Then maybe we could each pay $30,000 if Helen agrees to pay.
Maybe you might find some information if you check the itinerary. Helen?
You're right! Ma'am, may we see the itinerary?
Sure, here. No.
We'll see who canceled the trip. Huh? Hold on, why does it say that we were supposed to go on this trip?
Oh, that's just because we loved you so much. We wanted to pretend that we were going with you.
Why did you even tell us that you were going with your friends? Do those two friends who canceled this trip last minute even exist?
Of course not. Damn it, Helen. I knew my name wouldn't have been on there. It's evident that you guys were planning on leaving me out of this trip. No, I just forgot to write your name.
Is that even possible?
It's possible. I just forgot. No, I don't suppose it's possible. Look, the 3 ladies here were planning on going on this trip with the 3 men, each of them is having an affair behind your back. Damn it, Helen. If you decide to tell them that you'd only pay for the cancellation if they'd allow you to check their phones, they won't have a choice. Helen, stop! How dare you?
Selena, I need to check your phone.
Oh, honey.
You can't possibly tell me not to accuse you after making me see this itinerary. You wouldn't have a problem if I check your phone if you haven't done anything bad, right?
Ugh.
If you're not showing your phone, I'm not going to help you out.
Look, honey, we have nothing to do with this, so why don't we just go home now?
What?
Hold on right there. How dare you have the guts to say that you have nothing to do with this? Oh, shut up. Selena, you're the only person who's legally obligated to pay for this cancellation. We have nothing to do with this. If you're going to betray me, I'm going to tell the truth. What did you guys think? Our group chat has a bunch of photos that you don't want our husbands seeing. It's too late now.
Now we're really going to have to check your phones.
Oh my God. And that's how...
So you've been cheating on me!
Selena and her friends ended up confessing their affairs to their husbands. All 3 of their husbands decided to file a divorce against their wives on the spot at the airport. While they filed lawsuits against them for the settlement and the cancellation fees that they owed, they did consider giving them a second chance at one point, but... Look, if you're going to pay the same amount of money anyways, I want to have one last trip with Kevin to make some memories before I have to say goodbye to him. We promise this will be the last time. So please kindly understand. They ended up aggravating the situation and ultimately given no choice but to break up with their husbands. But why? You're still paying the same amount. We already paid for the hotel and the tour. What a waste. That's not the point. How shameless can they even get? They each ended up with a $60,000 debt and were kicked out of their homes. Fortunately, they all have a job, so they could afford to support themselves. But it's not easy to pay back their debt while they support themselves. And I'm sure it'll take them time to pay everything off. And by the way, I heard that the 3 young men who were having an affair with their wives had also paid for a settlement too. As for me, I was able to see my dad and make sure I apologized to him about what happened. Not only was he forgiving, but he decided to go to Guam with me so I could see my husband, Alan, who works there. I had so much fun spending family time with my dad and my husband. Trouble Busters!